This morning, hard-right Ohio Republican Jim Jordan vowing to keep fighting for the Speaker's gavel.
We got to have a Speaker, and it can't be some deal with the Democrats. We're going to keep working.
Tuesday's failed vote was the first of any kind on the House floor since the ouster of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy 15 days ago. Backed by former President Trump and 199 of his GOP colleagues, Jordan still came up 17 votes short of the outright majority he needs to claim the speakership. 20 Republicans from across the geographic and ideological expanse of the GOP opposing him, from Colorado's Ken Buck.
I am concerned that Congressman Jordan has not agreed to say that Donald Trump lost the election and Joe Biden won the election.
To Florida's Carlos Jimenez.
I think Kevin McCarthy was the choice of the conference. 96% of us voted to maintain him as Speaker.
And as Jordan and his allies scrambled overnight to lock down additional GOP votes, House Democrats say they're open to working with Republicans to select a Speaker on a bipartisan basis, as long as that Speaker is not Jim Jordan.
Paging my traditional Republican colleagues, it's time to get off the sidelines, break away from the extremists, get in the arena so we can find a bipartisan path forward.
Several anti-Jordan Republicans have also complained about the hardball tactics used by he and by his team. Nebraska Republican Don Bacon, who opposed Jordan, sharing with NBC News these threatening texts that he says were sent to his wife anonymously, pressuring him to support Jordan. One even saying her husband would never hold elected office again. Jordan has distanced himself from any of those tactics, but the pressure campaign against these more moderate members is clearly backfiring. Craig?
So, Garrett, let's talk about where we go from here. This is another big day for Jim Jordan. What does it look like for him on day two as he tries to lock down these votes?
Well, Jordan and his team never thought they could win this on the first ballot, so they know they were going to have another vote today. Their goal was to see where the opposition was and then basically play whack-a-mole to try to get support. The problem is there were way more moles than they anticipated. So Jordan needs to try to turn some of those 20 Republican no votes into yes votes today. If he can't do that, and if he actually ends up losing support, which a number of Republicans have suggested may be the case, it's hard to see how he keeps going in this bid and how we don't end up back at square zero of Republicans searching for a candidate, anybody who can get to 217, Craig.
All right. Our senior Capitol Hill correspondent, Garrett Haake. Garrett, thank you.
I want to turn to Kristen Welker now, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, it's worth taking a step back and just note how almost unprecedented this is. Usually when there's a speaker vote, they already have the votes lined up. It's a sure thing before the vote is brought to the House. Now we've seen this happen twice in 1 year, first with Kevin McCarthy in his 15 rounds, now Jim Jordan, and we have no speaker for weeks.
Savannah, you're right. I mean, this is unprecedented. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who you just mentioned, who was ousted, had to endure 15 rounds of voting back in January until he was finally elected. It was the longest speaker battle for Speaker since 1859. Of course, that was right before the Civil War. Now the question becomes, how long will this showdown last that we're watching? We're already 2 weeks into this, right? And Jim Jordan today, as Garrett was just saying, is poised for another vote that's expected to fail. And as you say, Savannah, usually you don't come up for a vote unless you actually have the votes. And Jordan definitely doesn't have them, at least not yet. Here's what you're basically seeing, okay? You are seeing the moderates in the House rising up and saying enough is enough against the hardliners. Remember how this all started. A handful of far-right Republicans decided to oust Speaker McCarthy for working with Democrats to avert a government shutdown. So here you have a moment where moderates are saying they want to see a different type of leadership. They want someone who will be able to govern. Savannah, not clear how this ends yet.
Well, that brings us to the next question, which is Congress is paralyzed in the middle of all of this, and we have issues about aid to Israel, to Ukraine, not to mention that government shutdown looming again.
That's right. It means Congress cannot get anything done right now with a massive amount on its plate, as you say, at the top of the agenda. The White House requesting $100 billion in aid for Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan. In addition to that, yes, you do have that government shutdown less than a month away. Big picture. I have been talking to a broad swath of Republicans, and they're just frustrated. They feel like Republicans in Congress are throwing away their hard-fought majority. And the Republicans I've been talking to are worried that all of this could cost them at the ballot box in 2024. An increasingly likely scenario, by the way, is that the temporary Speaker, Patrick McHenry, an ally of former Speaker McCarthy, is given enhanced powers so that the House can get back to work. Savannah, we're watching it all very closely.
All right, big story on Capitol Hill there. Kristen, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.